Hello children, welcome to aimsindia online classes. This is biology session. You are watching food production from plants assessment 2. So before going to assessment, let us briefly recall the concepts, some important concepts. For safe storage of cereal grains, moisture content of the grains should not be more than 14%. If it is more than 14%, what happened? Grains must be they will damage. The grains get affected with the growth of microbes. Okay, so what we have to do? The grains must be dried before storage. Okay. So actually, what are the advantages of using insecticides and pesticides? We can control pests, we can prevent diseases, and we can increase the crop production. But there are some disadvantages are also there. What are they? They are poisonous to humans and need to be used with care. The second one, some tend to accumulate in the environment and they damage the environment. So that's why they are dangerous also. Okay. So fruits, vegetables which have high water content are stored at 0 degrees centigrade to 1 degree centigrade temperature. In case of cereal grain, storage is relatively easy. The grains having comparatively less moisture can be stored for long periods of time, even by room temperature, even at room temperature. The metallic storage bins which you have seen can be used for safe storage of grains in a dry place. The farmer also use gunny bags for storage. In large godowns, the grain is kept in gunny bags and kept over a dry raised platform. The bags are sprayed with pesticides at regular intervals of time. Okay, these are all things we studied in the regular lesson. So a brief about the crop improvement also let us discuss. From the time of primitive Neolithic man up to the early of 1900s, the crop improvement consisted mostly of selecting good quality seeds which were healthy and disease free. So such seeds were planted, and from the plants which grew, again good quality seeds were selected. So this process continued. This method, however, offered no way to transfer desirable characteristics from one plant population to another. In the 20th century, so this method is called selection, but in the 20th century, plant breeding program have had a tremendous beneficial impact on our food supply. So these programs have produced many new superior varieties for almost all cereal, vegetable, fruit and ornamental crops. The crop improvement through breeding now forms the backbone of modern agriculture. Using technique of plant breeding, it has been possible to develop varieties that show resistance to disease and pests. It has thus enabled the farmer to depend to a lesser extent on insecticides and fungicides. What is plant breeding actually? The main aim of plant breeding is to produce new crops or varieties superior to the existing ones. The new varieties are being developed to incorporate the desirable characters. Then what are desirable characters, children? Can you recall? Resistance to disease. The second desirable character, resistance to pests. The third one, most important one, higher yielding, isn't it? Next, short duration of crop and early maturing quality. These are the most desirable characters in every plant. The plant breeder or the scientist who carries out the plant breeding work achieves this by artificial crossing or hybridization. The hybridization, using this technique, a crop plant, 2 or more varieties of the plants can be combined. For example, one variety of a crop plant may be resistant to a particular disease, while another variety of the same crop may be high yielding. So, by artificial crossing the 2 varieties, a new plant variety combining the 2 desirable characters. What are those 2 desirable characters? With disease resistant and with high yielding. These 2 desirable characters, high yielding as well as the resistant to diseases, can be produced. By what technique? Hybridization. Okay. So, nowadays this crop rotation is also very, very important. This method of growing different crops on a rotational basis on the same land. In the first year, shallow rooting cereal crops such as wheat are grown, and this is followed in the second year by deeper rooting crops such as potatoes. In the third year, barley or oats may be grown, followed by legume plants like pea, soya bean in the fourth year. So, this is called crop rotation, which fix the nitrogen in the soil and helps to increase the fertility of the soil. Okay. Okay, children, what are the advantages of this crop rotation? The different crops utilize different nutrients from the different depths. Weeds are kept down by crop rotation. Certain diseases such as the potato blight, which infects the potato plant, are unable to establish themselves as the same host is not present in the soil each year. So, manuring is not required each year. Dependence on fertilizers is reduced. Legume plants help to restore soil fertility. See how many advantages are there by crop rotation method. Okay. Another practice often followed in the crop production nowadays, we are following it. What is that? Multiple cropping. So, this refers to the simultaneous growing of 2 or more crops in the same field. For example, mustard is grown on the raised ground and wheat is grown in the furrows. Okay. Multiple cropping is one of the factor developed by the green revolution, multiple cropping. Okay. So, the factors which have led to green revolution are development and introduction of high yielding varieties, development of early maturing varieties, multiple cropping, development of disease resistant varieties, development of drought resistant varieties, use of fertilizers and pesticides, development of dwarf varieties which do not fall down. Okay. These are all the factors which led to the green revolution. Okay. So, let us proceed, children. Question number 39. Which of the following is used to preserve the food grains at home? Okay. Spinach leaves, curry leaves, neem leaves, tulsi leaves. So, dried neem leaves can be used for preserving the food grains. Weeds are controlled by chemicals called pesticides, fungicides, weedicides, insecticides, weedicides. Which type of irrigation is similar to rainfall? Moat, sprinkler system, rahat, drip irrigation system. So, it is a sprinkler system. What are the advantages of preparing the soil? Makes decomposition by microbes easier, makes the topsoil nutrient rich, allows the roots to penetrate the soil easily, all of these. Okay, all of these. Arrange the following agriculture practices in the order in which they are followed. So, here harvesting, sowing, storage, irrigation, preparation of soil are given. So, we have to arrange them in correct order 1, 2, 3 alphabetical, this numerical order 1 to 5 in correct sequence. Okay, which one come first? Preparation of a soil, isn't it? The first one is preparation of soil, it is number 1. Next, number 2, sowing. Okay. Number 3, irrigation. After sowing, irrigation, or manuring after irrigation. Okay. Next, number 4, harvesting. Okay, protection is there, but here among the options protection is not there. So, next after protection, harvesting. Next, storage. The last one is storage. So, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. 5, 2, 4, 1, 3. B option. The process of loosening and turning the soil is known as winnowing, ploughing, harvesting, threshing. Ploughing. The process of drying wheat stalks in the sun and then beating them to separate the grains is called winnowing, threshing, churning, sieving. What is it? Threshing. Which of the following tool helps in uniform distribution of seeds while sowing? Thresher, seed drill, funnel connected to pipes, sprinkler. It is the seed drill. Which of the following animal is taken care of in animal husbandry? Rhinoceros, tiger, buffalo, lion. Animal husbandry. That is buffaloes. Identify the agriculture method in which different crops are grown on a piece of land season after season. Irrigation, monoculture, crops, rotation, shifting cultivation. What is it called? Crop rotation. Which is pesticide? 2,4-dichlorophenoxyactic acid, malathion, metolachlor, chloroform. It is malathion is a pesticide, whereas 2,4-D is a weedicide. The agriculture instrument used for removal of weed is sickle, kurfi, seed drill, plough. Kurpi. Next, transplantation of seedlings is done in coffee, coca, rice, mango. Rice. The chemical substance rich in nutrients are called fertilizer, weedicide, pesticide, herbicide. Fertilizers. Next, which simple tool is used to remove weeds? Sickle, puff, plough, hoe, seed drill. It is a hoe. Assertion reason type. Question number 54. Assertion: weeds are unwanted plants that grow along with crops. Reason: they compete with the crops in growing. Not complete, compete. They compete with the crops in growing. Okay, what is correct here? Both assertion, reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Next, assertion: the process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling. Reason: loose soil traps water to provide water to crops growing in it. So, here both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Next, Rabi crops are grown in winter. Reason: Rabi crops are long term crops. So, here assertion is true, but reason is false. Next, MMT type, multi-matrix type. Here in column 1, instrument are given, and column 2 we have to match column 1 with column 2. Guntaka, it is weeds. Sprinkler, water, irrigation. Sickle, use it for harvesting. Okay. Next, 24D, it is a weedicide. Godowns, it is used for storage. Okay. So, B, A, D, C, E. B, A, D, C, E. Okay. Next, similar type, multi-matrix matching type. Column 1, sowing seeds, leveling, weeding, irrigation, spraying. And here, harrow, duster, leveler, seed drill, plough, sprinkler, harvester. So, let us match first. Sowing seeds, what is used? Seed drill, isn't it? The next, leveling can be done by leveler. Okay, first one is D, second one is C. Weeding, we use harrow, hoe or harrow, A. Irrigation, here method sprinkler is a irrigation method, isn't it? Next, spraying, for spraying sprayer is used or duster is used. Okay, insecticides and pesticides. Okay. Next, column 1, column 2. In column 1, clonal selection, methods of plant breeding are given. Clonal selection, hybridization, mutation breeding, heterosis. These are the methods of plant improvement or plant breeding. And in column 2, the method explanation is given. Clonal selection, it is the method in which the progeny remains stable for any number of generations. Clones, okay? Clones are produced by clonal selection. Hybridization, hybridization is the creation of new characters. Two varieties are combined to produce a new variety with more desirable qualities. Creation of new characters. Then mutation breeding. Mutation breeding is the technique in which it is incorporated for new characters. Means to produce the new characters, a particular gene is mutation means a sudden change in the genetic material. Okay, if that change is brought out in the organism, so those character can be produced. So incorporation of new characters is mutation breeding. And heterosis, what is heterosis? Okay, heterosis means the superiority of the parent over its offspring is called heterosis. Is a more number of dominant genes are present. Okay, so clonal selection, the progeny remains stable for any number of generation. Hybridization means creation of new characters. Mutation breeding means incorporation of new character. Heterosis means more number of dominant genes. Okay. So, BEDC. Okay, children, these are the questions from the previous Olympiads and the competitive exams. Okay. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.